Hi everyone, I hope that you are doing well. I'm just jumping in here just to check a collective energy with everyone. I hope that you have had a fantastic day and all of that. My name is Shannon. If you are new, I have a video down below that I've been directing people to if you are brand spanking new, so that you can know who I am, what I do on this channel, and why certain things happen with me at times in a very intense way. And so so that you're not caught off guard and stuff like that. I just do a different type of a work here. So, but anyway, if you want to go check that out and then come back, then fine. If you don't and you stick around and something is coming out that's real heavy and you may get offended at it, then I guess you get offended at it because you didn't go watch the video, and you can just click off because I'm not going to say I'm sorry for who I am and what I'm created to do and what I feel. And I let the Most High God just operate the way that, well, the creator of all things is run the universe and the host thereof wants to do. And so I'm here to do a service for Elohim and Elohim alone. And so you have free will, I have free will. All I can do is just be an instrument for the spirit of the living Elohim and uproot demonic entities and all that kind of stuff. And so if you like to be in the negative side of the dark nonsense, then please go ahead and just leave my channel, because I don't put up with that kind of stuff. I'm not religious at all. Please don't ever put me in that box. I'm just very spiritual, and I'm for uprightness and just straight raw truth comes out sometimes. I'm a very gentle person, but when it comes to my work, the spiritual work that I do, I take it very seriously. And so should you. And whatever it is that you find your hands doing, you do it with all your heart, right? And it's a very dark world that we live in. And I just try to just come up in here and just lay it all out in the way the Most High God wants to lay it all out through me, and then you guys do with it what you need to. And so I just do it with everything in me to try to pull people out of some demonic nonsense. And people are crazy in the earth realm. I don't want to understand why people want to do crazy. But if you want to be crazy, you have a right to be crazy. But if it starts interfering with me or anybody else that wants to have upright in the earth, we're going to war it out spiritually, and the upright are going to take control over nonsense. I did a reading today with the air and I think it was the air and fire reading. Yeah, I think it was that reading, and there was child trafficking coming out in a really bad way, and the Most I backed it up. And he brought it through my spirit. My hands literally found the cards that stated that there was child trafficking. And the Most High is not going to put up with that nonsense, people in the earth realm. You all want to be crazy in the earth. You're going down if I have anything to do with it. Enough is enough. You don't get a right to touch a child and violate a child. You don't get a right to put your fingers on people's accounts of any kind and just say, well, I just want this. So I just think I want to just take something. Or I'm going into a store and I think I just want this item over here. I think I'll just take it. And then when I walk out, I'll come back in, I'll get money for it. What in the world, folks, going on in the earth realm? How do you justify? I don't even know how... that kind of stuff, it ticks me off. It grieves me to no end. It really, really grieves me to no end that people just think it's okay and just clickety click on your devices. You know, I got over 8,000 people, almost 8,100 people now, and like 3 people joined my Facebook. Yeah, I don't think so, folks. We know that we got some people on my channel messing with my technology, and it is not yours, and I refuse you from trying to block me from the earth and having community with other people, you filthy, dirty, demonic piece of grossness in our planet. Don't know if you can understand that. I don't care if you can understand it. You're going to get off my stuff. You can get your little tentacles and your little demonic little fingers. Don't care if you're family members. Don't care if you're the government. Don't care if you're just some freakazoid just passing by this channel. I'm giving you a what for to get off of people's business. Okay? You don't run the show. You don't have no right to violate other people, because I guarantee if somebody did that to you, you'd be the first one filing a report to go to court, because you're twisted that way. You freakazoids are twisted that way. And I've had enough of it, really have. And I win this war. It's already won. You know how I know that? Because the Most High God is on his people's side. He's for people being free and upright and truthful and enjoying life, and he's going to have his way in his earth. He created the earth. He even blew breath inside of you, and you just don't even give a rip about the breath that you breathe. That's why you won't live out half your days being that cray-cray, okay, around people. And you people trying to suppress me, you're losers. Okay, you're losers. I will stomp out all my enemies who think that they have a right to come up in here and mess with my technology or anybody else's technology. I'm going to stomp you down. You're going to hell when I get done with you, because you won't stop. Anyway, the battle belongs to the Most High, that's right. And he gets the last say. Not me, not you. Most High does. And I'm interested in what the Most High God wants to say. Because just like that, the breath he blew in you and I, he could take it away. And you guys don't even give a rip about fearing your Creator. You're going to fear him when you leave this realm. You sure are. You're going to burn in hell because you're demonic is what you are. All right, folks. Enough venting. But it's needed. I need to do that. I need the demonic freakazoids that give in to crazy to know where I stand. And I know people know where I stand, but there's newbies on this channel that don't know who I am and what I've been through. And I want you to know that I'll get up and be a voice for you. Because I won't be pushed around by government or anything else, because I know in whom I stand, and I stand in the truth, and there's nothing more powerful for you and I to do but to stand right there in that truth. And when we've done all, we stand and we watch our enemies fall. And so I just need you newbies to know what I'm about here. And I'm very transparent on this channel, and you need to watch your technology and your devices and stuff like that. And if anybody is out there that can contribute to joining with me to pounce these freaking enemies down, and you know, to help me in any way, shape, or form, then I would like for you to, some way, shape, or form, just get a hold of me and let us go after these freaks. I have a right to eat and to have shelter and to have the projects that I have created, my music, my inheritances, and everything else. And you don't have a right to keep me in some type of prison, because I will never be in prison, no matter how much you try to oppress me. I will never be oppressed by you, because I rise to the occasion every time. And I know there are people at the sound of my voice who do have access to things that can come up in here and physically let us come together and join together and do something about this nonsense, because I've had enough of it. I've had enough little fakety fake people acting like they are one thing and they're really something else, and oh yeah, do this and do that, and then when it really comes right down to it, it's a lie. And I've lived with that for the last 5 years, and you people are the kooks of the earth. I don't even know how you people can look at yourself in the mirror acting that way in the earth realm. Okay, you're a nasty disgrace. You really are a nasty disgrace. You're really dead on the inside. But anyway. Let's go ahead and just pull some cards out here. Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, God of war, to shut it down, not to start it, but shut it down. You are the one who shuts down war to the ends of the earth. And so come up on in here and war through my hands, and let's shut this demonic nonsense down. We got enough resources, folks, in the earth where nobody should have to be going without, period. The Two of Cups is here. This is about relationship with the Two of Cups and being in unity and seeing eye to eye. Nobody can have any kind of peace or walk together unless we are in unity. Unity is precious. It's precious if it's found in the truth. It's precious. The Four of Pentacles. Well, this is about If you look at the picture, being in your home, you know, counting what little you have because other people have taken what's yours and it's not, they can't have it. I refuse you to. I will not be out on the street ever. What's mine is mine. You are going to give it back, because the Most High God already spoke his word out here today and stated that everything stolen was going to come back to his people. You don't get my stuff, you're going to release it right now. You're going to go away from my life. You're going to get your freaking stupidness off of people. Government. Whoever you people are, I don't care what you are. You're nothing to me, and you don't have no right to put people in little prison houses in their home. No, don't think so. This is called greed. Let me count all my little pentacles, or your pentacles. No, they are mine, and you're going to release it. And you're going to release it. Filth bag, piece of dung of the earth. The Four of Pentacles is out here. This is about being secure, and I am secure. You could never take my security away, ever. I don't care what kind of stupidness you think you people are playing. So the Temperance is about inheritances. It's about heirs to kingdoms, and I am an heir to a kingdom. Okay, I know who my daddy is. And then we have the Death card coming out here. This is about an ending, and there definitely is death matters, because again, this is an inheritance in the Hebraic language, and this is death, and this is an eternity card, right? And so everything stolen is going to be coming back. Secret money, secret things that are happening sexually that has come out today, right? And all that nonsense. This is about having a blood that continues, a bloodline that continues out here is one of the words, and being firm and being sure in our portion is one of the words that is out here with this combination, okay? And we will force what is ours, because we have a right, because we are a part of a kingdom that is beyond this natural realm. Okay, I heard the most beautiful thing today. I am not this body. I live inside this body. I am spirit. And when you and I do leave this little fleshly thing behind, we're still going to continue in the spirit. And some people are going to go gnash their teeth for being crazy. And other people are going to live forever in the kingdom. The kingdom is within. It's here now. And you can't stop what's ours at all. This is a transformation here when the death card comes out here. All right, so this is what's also coming out here. The FBI goes back to the death house as well, where the dead are, okay? Because if they had any power, they'd get up and do the right thing. These are the people tickling the wires, and I hold you accountable for every single thing you've ever done. The King of Wands and the Six of Cups, the past. What's wrong with you, King of Wands? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? King of Wands is about getting up and taking action and being spiritual and stuff like that. We have the Two of Pentacles, back and forth on a decision, and the Ace of Wands. And this is about being inspirational. There could be some type of plotting going on. And there has been plotting going on, okay, around some people's, children, where sex is being addressed on this channel today. Okay, very sexual individual with the King of Wands, and there are children, and that fire and air reading was just over the top, folks. You need to talk to your kids. I'm gonna be very graphic here. Be very graphic here to all you filthy pedophiles out there. You need your private part completely chopped off from you for violating, okay, being a sex violator, okay? Just having a little stick in the yard, or they used to do that. They used to make people who were a pedophile to put some type of something in their yard to let people know that they were a pedophile. Well, what would just stop that altogether is cutting their private parts completely off so that they can't touch another child. Or anybody for that matter. That's craziness. And this is a very sexual individual and the negative of his energy. Okay, so whatever's going on here with the past as well, in just other matters. We have something about a returning or for a forgiveness here as well. We got children that have died in the occult out here. People think that's okay, that my demon God likes me to burn a child in the fire. You really think God is pleased with that nonsense, folks? That's called crazy. That's called twisted. That's called I'm a freakazoid. Yes, you are a freakazoid. We have the occult that goes back to this. Okay? And that's not okay for you people, you freaks, to do that nonsense. You are the dead. You're the walking dead that do that crap. You're ready for the judgment of hell for that stuff. Your creator didn't, here's what I don't understand about the occult and people that do kill little children, folks. They raise their kids up, and I know this for a fact. I know they raise their children a nasty type of a doctrine, okay? And they raise them up to think it's okay, that it's an honor, that we're going to have a ceremony one day and we're going to put you through the fire and we're going to kill you, but that's what our God thinks is pleasing. That's just so twisted. Why isn't if that's such an honor to your demon, why don't you tell your child that I'm going to walk through you I'm going to take your hand and we're going to please our demon God? Why are you making the child do it? If that's such an honor, if that was such an honor, why are you living? That means you're defiled. How did you get past the child stage to bless your God by doing such a nasty thing like that? If it's such an honor, how did you live? What constitutes you to live and put a child through the fire when obviously you weren't clean enough when you were a child to do? See how twisted that crap is, folks? Did you see how twisted that crap is? Nonsense. That ain't even a religion. That's called murder. That's called freaking murder. And they must die, and they will die. You will reap what you sow right by that nonsense. That's craziness. It's filth. What it's called. Why is this King of Wands here? We have somebody returning here with 2 cards out here. And this is a sexual card as well. And this is the sperm, and this is your genitals. And somebody's kids out here around stuff. Somebody's home. The 4 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. Let me just say, I'm getting real quick, because something just really flashed through me real quick. Somebody, this is totally different energy that I'm going down right now. There are third parties out here, and somebody, whoever is stealing somebody's work, they're doing something with somebody online and getting information, and then they're going over here, and somebody, it could be an FBI agent, or somebody's trying to impress the FBI, thinking that their information that they're getting is coming from them, and it ain't. It's not. Boy, it's really strong through my spirit right now. Somebody's being watched by the FBI, and somebody in the FBI thinks that this person's, wow, they got some answers here. And that person's stealing that information from somebody else. Or it's the FBI agent that's doing it, presenting it to somebody else there, or I don't know. Something like that is coming through my spirit. Somebody is a copycat. Okay? They don't have nothing on the inside to even be getting any kind of download like that. Could be somebody in your family doing that to you, or something like that is out here right through my spirit. Somebody takes information, and we'll often get that card that says that somebody stole your work and they called it their work. That's the energy that's coming through. But somebody's being looked at in some type of great big company, and they need the person that they've been using and getting the information from, so that they can continue to be looked at, or for this job or something. But that person's depleted of any kind of whatever they're presenting to you. Somebody needs to pull somebody away and do some type of real creative test on whoever that energy is about. Okay, so if you are, because this is about creativity and spirituality and stuff like that with the King of Wands, but if he's in the negative and he's a user, okay, in somebody's work is out, there's secrets out here around some work matter like that going on. Okay, if somebody needs to pull somebody aside and really see if that person really can produce what they are really bringing you, because somebody's not who you think they are there at all. At all. They're a third-party copycat, and they trying to make their way to the top and climb this mountain here, and they using people to do that up here. They ain't got nothing on the inside of them to be creative at all. They using somebody else's creation. Wow. And there's the truth right here. That, because it is the truth. It absolutely is the truth. The person's got hell to pay. They put the person that they've been using all their content and then presenting it. Look what I could do. Look what I can do. But they got to wait on so-and-so to get that stuff done. The Most High is going to make sure this person gets shown who they are. They're a nobody. They're a nobody. They're a nobody. They're a no-body. There is some decisions out here being made, and there's a consequence on this decision. Yes, if you hire this person, the Most High is telling me that you're going to make the biggest mistake you've ever made, ever in your entire existence. Okay? It's a male energy pulling from a female somewhere. It's the female that's doing the creation, but it's a male that is acting like that creation is them specifically. It is a male using a female's work who is very creative, and they are portraying it to be their work somewhere for some big time organization, corporation, if I can talk, something like that. Whatever the work is, it ain't their work. It's not their work, folks, and that is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth coming out here. And it's foolish of what they've done, because once they fall off that cliff, everybody's going to see what they are. They're not creative at all. All they know how to do is steal. They are going to go to jail, the hangman. Okay, this is also about creativity. They're stuck. They are going to be stuck. They are going to be stuck. Any person, male or female, who is doing that, but I'm specifically picking up on a man taking a woman's work, and they're calling it their work, and they're a freakazoid. They're crazy. They're crazy. This shows a spider web, okay? And they're very creative on the World Wide Web with the stuff. Okay, they're very creative on the World Wide Web, and they got themselves actually in a mess, because the Most High is fixing to blow somebody right out the water for the nonsense that they're doing. There is a contract around this thing. The Ace of Pentacles is here. Let me grab some words here. What else you want to talk about? Well, you can just continue to say whatever you want in any direction that you want. For anybody that needs some courage to confront things or to put things down, if they're right in the middle of doing some nonsense, then I ask you give them grace to walk away and to do the right thing, man. You know that you're stupid, folks, if you don't walk away from evilness. The Most High says you don't have any understanding in you unless you walk away from evil. That's evil. That's evil to lie. It's evil to steal. That's evil to covet what I want what you have, and I want to call it mine. That's evilness. And the Most High said, if you don't turn from that stuff and walk away, that means you don't have no understanding. Well, I'm smart. You're not smart. You're crazy in the eyes of the Most High God. His ways are not your ways, and he's not a thief. But he will let you reap what you sow, because that's what you put in the ground. He ain't going to be mocked by you doing that to somebody. A snake in the grass. So that's right. And the Most High saying, stomp on it. Something is happening behind closed doors. Something around a cook. Okay, well, we had that frying pan come out today as well, whatever that is. So you better talk to your kids if you are a cook or whatever that is. Somebody could be taking you may be a cook and something. I don't remember what they call that now. It's just leaving me. Anyway, whatever that's about, just some type of cook energy. Somebody's last name could be Cook as well. And I'm sorry is here. Don't know what that means for you. If somebody's going to repent for something, great. But there's a snake in the grass out here. Something about a car lot also jumped out today. Car lot connection, a bus. Well, we have vehicle and travel stuff then coming out around whatever this is. Most I saying somebody needs to say they're sorry for being a snake in the grass. What I was trying to bring out here. Hold up. Thank you. A construction worker or a worker. Well, there is work issues out here. The King of Pentacles is out here. They did it on purpose. Yeah, they are doing it on purpose, folks. Yes, they are. Whatever they're doing behind closed doors, whether it be work or sex with your kids and trafficking them, they did do it on purpose. They're sacrificing out here. Again, child sacrificing is out here as well. And they did do it on purpose because they think their demon god appreciates that. It's craziness. Something around somebody's parents are here and in the state like or according to something else. Because I'm a snake in the grass. I gotta act like I'm acting like this is my stuff, and it ain't. You're a filth bag, is what you are. You really are a filth bag. And ending is here on this nonsense. That's right, because somebody at the sound of my voice who is in control of whoever's trying to get hired for a great big position where creativity is connected with that is fixing to have to do some production in a room probably by themselves for many days without any kind of World Wide Web around them to just come up with some stuff. And I guarantee the Most High is going to make you look like a fool because you are a fool for doing that. You are, and you're going to go to jail because Most High's going to let this stuff come out, who you are and what you think you're trying to do. Somebody's stuff. How dare you? The South. You could be from the South. You are doing somebody's got they got mental diseases. Did somebody come out today? They had a mental problem. This is a mental problem. Somebody dealing with bipolar stuff and mood swings, and they go from one extreme to the other. And we do know that somebody though was on the edge of losing their mind today. Okay, and the fired energy really came out real strong today. Somebody is dealing with the snake in the grass, and as long as they can get somebody else's stuff to be created with it, they're fine. But I guarantee they're going to lose it on you once you figure out who they are. Okay? Anyway, they got a lot of balled up emotions out here. Somebody overseas is connected to something going on, something about the blind, or somebody just been blind, not paying attention. Okay, somebody's just right in front of your freaking face and they're just a downright freaking snake, folks. A group is involved in some crazy stuff out here. And what in the world is your freaking problem? You people are not going to get away with this nonsense. Adding things together, yes, and attaching one thing to another and adding something. Yes, somebody is going to add some things together. Somebody is sitting here looking at some stuff with the Hangman. That's about seeing things from a different perspective here. Go check the IP addresses. Check out whoever they connect with. I don't know what you got to do. Let the Most High God lead you. But somebody very, very sneaky out here with the work that they're presenting you. It ain't theirs. Okay? The CIA, it's right here. The FBI is right there. There is a renewal of any kind. There's two types of a returning energy that's out here. There's an ending to something. And for some of y'all, this is very positive. Okay? Cleaning by rubbing or scrubbing or to clean or to polish. There's something around a housekeeper energy or somebody's going to clean up a mess just energetically, then fine. So we have the cook and we have the kitchen out here. So whatever's being addressed, if you are a cook or you work in a kitchen, or something's happened with somebody who is connected to a cook or a restaurant or something like that. Somebody's done something on purpose somewhere. Somebody was acting like they were something according to something else around something that took place behind closed doors. There was a snake in the grass around some that type of connection with that. That's really interesting because, again, that first reading that I did, it was a water connection reading. The egg came out and then the frying pan came out. It had eggs in the frying pan as well. And then we have the coffee pot that came out today as well, and the ice cream. So there is something about a cook or the kitchen or consuming things as well. We also have poisons that came out and chemicals that came out today as well. And that house right there takes you back to that. So anyway, whatever that is. Something that goes beyond the normal, and a miracle and a sign and a wonder is happening. Thank you, Jehovah, because he says there's an ending. I'm going to bank on the word of the Most High God. Somebody's fixing to get caught for some nonsense that they think that they're so brilliant to do with somebody else's stuff out here. You're not brilliant at all. You've just proven to be a kook. Stuff never pays off for anybody. What else you want to bring out here, yeah? So the locket, the child, and the clover. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck is the sickle. That's right. There's a judgment going on when the sickle comes out. So the clover is about getting lucky, and it also goes back to money and stuff like that. And somebody's business is going to be saved by what I'm telling you. Because you're going to make a big bad mistake by hiring this person if you don't get them alone and say, I don't care what you have to do. Somebody needs to be tested on some work, and whoever's energy that is, their work is not their work. And you're going to get lucky by extracting that person and cutting them out, okay, and getting them the crap away from your business because they're going to bring in a curse because they're a liar. They're a liar. They're a snake. You think that there's, once you find out that they're stealing from somebody else, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I cut them away. Because if you don't test somebody you're fixing to hire, or who's maybe they already work for you and they just presenting stuff, you don't cut that person out, something really horrific and karmic is going to come up on your company really, 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 really bad. Okay, this is somebody stumbling up on information. One of the meanings of this card, and there are children out here for other situations that are going on behind closed doors, and people doing things on purpose and taking them places, and they, somebody you went to school with is out here with this as a student's card as well. It's something happened on a bus with the student as well around some stuff. It can be read in many different directions, but the energy is here, and so it is connecting with somebody for it to be out here that way. Some type of a love situation is around an ordeal, okay, or jewelry. I've been having a lot about jewels and things like that, and it's come out in wording today as well. So whatever the necklace represents for you, or jewelry, or things of value that are here, or just a love situation is around something, then it is here. You also deal with somebody who's got childlike brain. Again, somebody deals with bipolar stuff, and some people are obviously, they've also just been pushed to the limit, and they're going insane for some nonsense that they're caught up in, and they ain't getting out of that web. Somebody going to go to prison for some stuff that they've done. So these are 3 extra cards that have come out here. And again, somebody's getting judged out here. The Most High's going to make sure they get judged. So down below is a link to my Facebook account. And whoever put their little tentacles on there to stop people from, coming to my Facebook account. And if you guys want to come there, then I would love to have community with you. Cursed be any person who touch any of my projects, any of my accounts in any way, shape, or form, and think that you can just try to block me out from having a life. You don't get to do that to me. You're under a curse because you're putting yourself under that curse. You don't touch me in any way, shape, or form, or nobody else in the earth realm. So if you are wanting to follow me on Facebook, that's down below. Yes, there has been looting out here, like I said. This is about being wise and getting some wise counsel. Yes, and doing something real creative with this person here. This person needs to be humiliated for what they've done and making you look like a fool by believing that all their work they're presenting you is theirs. That makes you look like a fool, boss, or whoever that is trying to get hired by somebody, or somebody looking at somebody. They ain't who you think they are. For some of you, this person already works for the company. They're trying to climb to the top here on something, but they're doing it off of other people's stuff that's not rightfully theirs. And so I pray that the Most High God gives you a real creative way to get them, just catch them off guard, or I don't know. Most High give you a download. This is about being very creative, but it is a looting rune. Creativity is here as well. This is about preying on people as well, and some people trying to do this. What I don't understand, some people also trying to kill people because they've stolen work, but what are they going to do once you're gone and they can't produce what you did afterward? That's how crazy of a person we're dealing with that here on some cases, or nutso. The Uruz is a freedom rune. This is has been a frenzy out here, folks, and this is also bad luck coming to somebody that is doing this nonsense out here, because it goes. This is has a twofold meaning out here. This is a courage rune and a rune that talks about some type of progress is out here, because we got an ending here. Ending is here. Something is ending out of here. Okay, I guess within the next 24 hours or so. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but most of us speaking that something's over. Some people need to do some homework here and check some things out and get some stuff figured out here. Yeah, there's the grave again. Something about the park, and that also take you back to children as well. We definitely have the death card and the grave and an ending here, and somebody did some stuff on purpose out here, and they're in danger for what they did. Third party is coming out here. Somebody says, I love your eyes, whatever that means. There's a love situation out here. Social media is here. Increase and promotion. And give it to the person that it belongs to, folks. Emotional innocence is also here. We got children out here. Okay, and they're being violated. And some people are pressing into those kids sexually. And look, let me just say this. Those of you who are brand spanking new, I'm going to repeat this story. I was in a hotel room, I guess it's been maybe a year or a year and a half ago or close to it. I've had problems with leadership, okay, with my story for 5 years. And I'm not going to get into all the details, but let's just establish here that I have literally had no luck with enforcement, okay? I was sitting in a hotel, laying in bed in the hotel room that I stayed in, and I heard this kid being raped, saying, no, no, no. And the guy was just banging the crap out of this child. Okay, well, since I have many videos about failed enforcement in my situation, I have things recorded on my YouTube. Okay, so I have that very night recorded. I got a lot of evidence against a lot of people that have done some really nasty things in this city. And to know that I laid there and cried over that child. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. I couldn't tell. But they definitely were a child, and they definitely were crying, and the adult did not give a rip about what they were doing in that other room, banging just banging that kid to no end, and that child was just crying the whole time. Talk about the sickness on the inside of my gut. People, this is nastiness. You need to talk with your children. Please don't send them to the park by themselves. Please don't just let them go to just any person just because maybe you even know so-and-so for a long time. You and I cannot trust no one except the Most High God. And if people are not keeping the commandments of the Most High God and keeping their eyes on their Creator, then there are cracks that are open to let evil ghosts, demons, spirits, whatever you want to call them. I don't care what you title them. They're energies that are discussed. And if you and I aren't sealed with the Holy Spirit for truth's sake, then this crap's never going to go away on our earth. And people think they can just come up in here and take things and be creative with your projects and paint them a nice picture of, here, look at me. Look how great I am. Look at all these credentials that I have. And they ain't even their credentials. They belong to somebody else. That kind of nonsense out here needs to be stomped on. Sex with children is wrong. That's called filth. Remember when you were a kid and you were crying when somebody was violating you? Do you? Pedophiles? You were a kid once and you cried and that was a violation to you. The same kind of nonsense that I just stated about the occult. Well, hey, baby, we're raising you to be killed and go through this fire. But Mommy and Daddy, we're going to be proud of you to die. Well, Daddy, Mommy, can't you come through the fire with me? Well, no. Well, why not? Well, because I'm not clean like you. If the whole thing is just crazy out. We deal with freakazoids out here, people. We really are dealing with some freakazoids, and an ending needs to occur in a really big way. This is a freedom, and if people don't get up off my stuff, you're going to wish that you had, okay? Because the host of heaven and Archangel Michael coming after you in a really big way. There's something about an RN that's also coming out here. You might have a kid that you need to talk to, or maybe you're involved in the child trafficking. I don't know, but there is something ending out here with this reading. And thanks for listening. Like I said, I am very transparent. I get out here and I just speak about my own things because I'm a part of a soul group collective, and there's a lot of people going through this stuff. Okay, it is time to speak, folks. That's the last card I picked. Shalom. Facebook below. Love to see you there.